Alright, how do I look from my video? Yo, I look rough, I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit. I look like I've been sitting here all fucking night. Because I have. It's 3 in the fucking... No, oh damn, I thought it was 3. It's like 1:30. It's still early type shit. We gonna do a tier list of all the countries I've been to. Oh my god, I forgot to change my shit to just chatting, bro. Boom. Alright, we're thumbing. We pull the chat back up. Alright, we straight. So these are all the countries. We've got, I think, 19. It should be 20 this year. My goal was 20, but we had some plans fall through in September. It'll hopefully be 20 by the end of the year. I'm not sure yet. I don't know, but we're making a tier list of the 19 countries that I've been to. So I'm just going to go down the line of all the flags and stuff. Starting with Portugal. I love Portugal. I've been there. I think I wrote down for each country how many times I've been there. I think I've been to Portugal 7 times. Because I usually go to Portugal on the way to Cape Verde, and I have family there. The economy's nice. Housing is nice. Eventually, I do want to own property in Portugal. I feel like if I wanted to buy a piece of property. What's wrong with it? There's not much wrong with Portugal. Portugal's a beautiful country. I'm gonna put that. I don't want to start off strong and put it on S tier, but I might have to throw it on S tier. Portugal is an S tier country. I'm not gonna lie. I love Portugal. Then second, we got the United States. The United States. I currently reside there, so I mean I like it. This is the place where I get the opportunity to do streaming, make my money, have my business, and all that stuff. So, for the most part, yeah, I do love the United States. It's just we have some communities where ignorance is a big factor. United States is definitely one of the most ignorant countries, to say the least. And looking from the outside in, a lot of other countries do hate America. And it's... I don't want to say it's for a good reason, but it's somewhat understandable. You feel me? So, America ultimately, good economy. I like my communities I hang around with, but we have some communities that unfortunately break our country apart. So, I'm going to put America on... It's definitely not an S tier country. It's got to be A or B. Nah, I'm going to put it on A. It's A. Third, we got Cape Verde. Cape Verde, I'm going to tell you right now, is an S tier country. Absolutely. I'm from there. We go back there all the time. If you want to go somewhere and get an island experience, right? Cape Verde is the place. It's not like our islands we have here, like Aruba, Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, basically all those islands that you have down there. Like you get really like a local island experience. It's not like touristy. There's a lot of uncovered spots that you can't find on Google, and if you only know the spot if you know somebody there, you feel me? And fortunately, we have lots of family there. We have a house there, car there, everything. I love Cape Verde. Cape Verde is my favorite. It's one of my favorite places to be. Not one of. It's my favorite island to be. I love that place. And also, the beaches in Cape Verde are not comparable to anywhere else in the world. Absolutely the best beaches on earth. Next we have, I think this is Colombia. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is Colombia. Colombia we went to Cartagena, and Colombia was really good. Colombia was nice. They had nice locals, very, very polite. They have around the Colombian area, they do have good coffee. They had a really good beer that I tried. I mean, I don't think I got to see too much of Colombia, but it is a beautiful place. Colombia has some of the best drivers in the world. There's probably no study on that, but in my personal opinion, our tour bus driver was the best driver I've ever gotten in a car with. So The way their traffic is, some of the best drivers in the world. Super cheap economy, I know, but a lot of the country is in poverty. So I guess, I mean, it's a great country, but it's also some downfalls to it. So I'm gonna put this as a B tier country. Here we have, damn, what country is this? Um, Hang on. I think this might be. Hang on. I think that's Costa Rica, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, that's Costa Rica. Okay, Costa Rica, absolutely beautiful. Costa Rica is going on A tier country. Their whole life motto is live life with no stress. They're actually a very, very peaceful company. Company, holy shit. Very peaceful country. The country has no military, super cheap living. Super nice locals. I think anywhere in South America or like Central America had the best locals we ran into. The only thing is Costa Rica is a very, very small place, I feel like. So it's beautiful, but it's not like I wouldn't put it as an S tier country. It's definitely like great though. I love Costa Rica. Next we have Panama. Panama is another A tier country. Panama. Damn. Should. Damn. Nah. I'm gonna put it A. I was thinking S, but Panama. Panama's infrastructure is interesting. They have a skyline that looks literally just like Dubai. And super nice locals. Obviously, you know, South American has the best locals on the planet. The Panama Canal was pretty cool. A lot of ships import goods through there, and we got to like, you know, experience that and go through the Panama Canal. So that was pretty cool. Panama, they also have some of the last like ancient tribes that we actually got to go and see. And they took us on a boat in the middle of nowhere, basically. And yeah, there was a lot of crocodiles on the way there. So all of these like Central American countries, by the way, are like crocodile infested. So if you have a fear of crocodiles, I don't think it's the best place to go. But yeah, I do like Panama. You know what? I might. Damn. No, I'm gonna move Panama down to B. Panama's B. It's just like it looks beautiful, but it's not. It wasn't like too like outstanding and appealing. Next we have Mexico. I love Mexico. Listen, I know a lot of people who are California residents. Mexico is literally everything. They go down to Mexico because drinking age is 18 in Mexico. Mexico is big on if you're into. Me myself, I'm not really into it, but if you're into substances such as weed, mushrooms, any of that stuff, Mexico is big on that. So you could find usually anything street vended. I've never tried it. I don't know if I trust it, but if that's your thing, then yeah, Mexico is the place. Mexican people are super polite, hard workers. I love my Mexicans, you know. Y'all got straight baddies, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to put Mexico. It's between A and B. I'm putting Mexico on the B tier. Just because a lot of Mexico, obviously there's a lot of like local experience in Mexico, but Mexico, a lot of it, at least a lot of what I've been to, is more like touristy, and you get the same thing from basically any other place. But it's not a place that you could go wrong with going. But Mexico also does have a lot of trenches, though, so got to be very, very careful. Next we have the Bahamas, I believe. This is the Bahamas. Bahamas is going C tier. Probably because I have a few reasons why Bahamas is lower on the list. I feel like Bahamas is overhyped, and like I said, my expectation for a beautiful set of islands is set to the standards of Cape Verde. So automatically, any other place who's, any other group of islands is probably going to be ranked below, especially if they're like tourist based. Like Bahamas is all touristy. And everything's expensive. Once you like pass a certain point, especially if you go to like the capital, which is like Nassau or like Atlantis or some shit, you're paying like $5 for a bottle of water, which is ridiculous. What's this next country? This is either Germany or no, this is Belgium. All right, Belgium. I didn't see too much of Belgium, honestly. Belgium, I remember, was a pass through. But they do have Belgian waffles, some pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to give Belgium an... Oh, wait. Actually, I have my mother's godfather's from Belgium. He's pretty cool. I'm going to put this on C tier, though. Because other than, like, the square and, like, like Brussels, like, I haven't really seen too much of Belgium. It might be an unfair rating for other people, but, that's just me. I didn't get to see, like, too much of it, so that's kind of just what I think. All right, next we have France. France, I'm not going to lie, is going on... France is D tier. Listen, if you're a person of color and you're going to France, you're cooked. All right? France, I don't pull the race card for many places, but France, I'm going to have to do that, bro. I just did not feel safe as a black man in France, I mean, the infrastructure is beautiful. They have the Palace of Versailles. The Palace of Versailles actually was really, really cool. I loved that place. Eiffel Tower. But once you get around, like, Paris area, like, what a lot of people don't know is Paris actually, like, stinks. Like, it smells worse than New York. It smells fucking terrible. But, there is some upsides to France, I guess. There is the Palace of Versailles was really nice. I got to row a boat in King Louis the 15th's lake, so that was cool. Everything else is kind of just like, the food was actually really good, but, I just didn't really like the people in France. Especially, I think y'all should have more respect towards black people, especially when we make up 90% of your national teams. Just saying. No hate. My French brothers out there. I feel like at some point I should go back and try to get a better experience, but as of right now, France is a D tier. Next, we have another D tier country, and that's Switzerland. Bro, I swear, like, if you go to Switzerland, right, the way they taught English in school, I swear they just left out all of their manners. The place is confusing. Like, I can't read any of the languages that they speak there. They, what's it called? None of their languages, national languages, are Latin based, so I can't even try to, like, decipher where I'm going or what signs say. And people are really rude, Not rude, but, like, I guess stern in Switzerland, and they have, like, no mercy for, like, newcomers, I guess. Like, I remember this lady, like, tried to give my dad a ticket because he parked in the wrong spot, and he was like, "Oh, my bad, I'm sorry, excuse me, let me move my van," because we didn't even, like, get out the car yet. And she was like, "No, you gotta pay this ticket." So he was like, "I bet, like, here's my credit card, it's a Visa, they're supposed to work internationally." So she's like, "No, we don't take that, you gotta pay cash only." How the fuck you gonna ticket somebody and request cash only? What if I just don't pay that shit and walk away, realistically? Come on now. So Switzerland, the way your order is, I didn't really like that. There was a mix-up at the airport and nobody knew anything. We had lost like 3 hours in the beginning of the day just waiting for our rental because it came late, and they were unorganized on their part. So it was just like a bad experience. And I also have talked to somebody who was from Switzerland, and I said that I've been to Switzerland and I didn't really like it. And She also said that it was because I went to Zurich. Zurich is the capital, and apparently that's like the worst part of Switzerland to go to. So at one point, I would like to give Switzerland another try. But I do got to say one positive thing about Switzerland: their chocolate factories and their chocolate was really, really good. It was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. But yeah, good chocolate, but everything else was not where I wanted it to be. You feel me? So next we have. Oh, this is the Netherlands. Netherlands. Oh, I love the Netherlands. Kids, the little kids over there are super super intelligent. I don't know what they do to their schools, but everybody there is like walking around 5, 6 years old, and they speak like 5 languages. So that's interesting. Netherlands also has a great Cape Verdean population. So I love that. I love seeing my Cape Verdean brothers and sisters out there. Um, what else? Oh my God, soccer talent in Netherlands. I'm a big soccer fan. Soccer talent in Netherlands. I remember I went there when I was probably 14. No. I was 15 when I went to Netherlands, and I was there in Rotterdam. We went to Amsterdam for a little bit, but those are the two places we visited. I remember just playing pickup soccer games. Like I was getting slimed by like 8-year-olds, and like I was no like, I played soccer my whole life. Like I'm not like a pushover when it comes to soccer. And their talents were through the roof. And actually, their economy everybody is like absolutely equal. Everybody's the same. And so what they do is you can't actually be super rich in the Netherlands. What they do is if you're making a lot of money, you'll work less hours and you'll have like more free time for your family. And I love the idea of that. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna put Netherlands as tier country. I love the Netherlands. Next we have Italy. Well, where do I start about Italy? There's so much I missed with Italy. Like, we went to southern Italy. We went to Venice, Rome, the Vatican City, which was also in Italy, but it's kind of its own country, you could say, technically. Italy is a beautiful place. I went with my family, but I would love to go to Italy again, either by myself or with a romantic partner. They're just like, it's the country of love. Like, bro, I didn't get to go to like the tropical parts, but they have everything from ancient parts. They have skiing there. If you go up to Milan, they have the mountains. They have like the Great Lakes. Is it called the Great Lakes? The Italian lakes. Somewhere like southern. Those are super beautiful. Like, I'd probably, like, if I'm like locked in, I would love to take a partner there. I would absolutely love to. They're also very, very polite towards the ladies that you bring around. Like, there was people walking up to my mom and my sister. Not unlike, if it happened in the U.S., I'd feel like it'd be weird. But there, it was like they were walking up to them and offering them like flowers and whatnot. Like, it was cool. I feel like it was a great place to be with a partner. I would definitely like to revisit Italy. Italy is an S tier country, and I'm gonna tell you something. Back in Cape Verde, we actually get a lot of Italian and Portuguese and Netherlands. People from Italy, Portugal, and the Netherlands love to take vacations in Cape Verde. So I'm recognizing a pattern here. I'm seeing a real recognized real pattern here. I'm not gonna lie. These countries are the best countries in the world. We also get some from the U.S., but U.S. is falling apart a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see this country get better though. Next, we have Vatican City. Vatican City actually has a small population of just over 700, I believe. There's not too much except the Vatican. I mean, if you grew up like going to church, or like if you're super into Jesus and you like want to see the Pope or whatever, the Vatican is the place. So many ancient artifacts from different artists from numerous periods of time. There's a statue from Michelangelo, a couple famous paintings and whatnot. The thing is, like, I could understand the history of art, but art isn't really like my type of thing. Like, I wouldn't go on vacation and look through museums and all that stuff. That's also why I put France on a lower tier, because all we did there is really just go through museums and, you know, and the other experiences were kind of mid. And that's not really like my lane. If that's your lane, I think you'd really like Vatican City or France. But the Vatican City, I like how like preserved and well kept everything is. People there do have a lot of respect. Um, to the point where the rules are so strict. It's more like the ruling there is kind of like the Middle East. Like if you get caught up doing anything, like you're just done for. Like there's so much respect in that place. I love it so much. But the only thing is it's small. It doesn't really have like too much to offer. But their society's in line. Like so I'm gonna go with A tier. You can't really go wrong with it. But it's not like too much to see. Um, what country is this? Am I dumb? Oh, Luxembourg. Luxembourg. I'm not gonna lie. Luxembourg was a pass through. There wasn't much. I mean, that's where I think Anne Frank was from there in Luxembourg. Yeah, Anne Frank is from Luxembourg. They have a lot of baked goods that are famous in Luxembourg, but I'm not sure of any like. It's also a very small country. I'm not sure of any like major marks that are like oh my god, it puts Luxembourg on the map. So we couldn't really find too much there except food, but it wasn't like a bad experience. So I'm gonna go C tier. I would like to revisit though. Like if I could find something that's you know more nice to do in Luxembourg, then I definitely would go back. Next we have Spain. Spain. So there was 3 places that we went to in Spain. We went to Barcelona, we went to Madrid, and we went to Girona. Spain is where my favorite soccer team is from. We went to the Barcelona home stadium. I still got my jerseys from there. That was an absolutely beautiful experience. It was like a whole like stadium and museum. I love Spain. I would like to see more of Spain. I like Girona. Girona is like kind of an ancient city, and we got this super nice suite and penthouse basically for like I think it was like $40 a night. Like that shit was super cheap. Oh, in Girona, and then we had like they had a few castles in Girona too. Spain was super nice, but we did get some funny looks in Spain. I'm not gonna lie. There was some lady that like my mom was asking for directions, and she went and like asked some lady for directions in like fluent Spanish. So it's not like we just seemed like outsiders to them. So and then the lady just like completely like turned around and walked away from my mom and gave her the dirtiest look and went in her apartment and locked the door like we were some like things. But like everything else besides that was good. So I'm gonna put Spain on B tier. Next we have Ireland. Ireland's like a meme land. It just didn't seem real to me. People drive on the left side of the road. Everybody's accents like it's not a bad thing necessarily, but it was like a fucking meme land. Like it's just I don't think it's a bad thing though. We did visit Dublin, which was the capital. It's more like city like there. We went to Mandahigh Castle, which is like a haunted castle. There's actually a lot of history in Ireland when it comes to European history. So we did learn some pretty cool stuff over there and did visit a cool castle that was apparently like haunted and stuff and whatnot. They say like, oh, like these beings come back every year around this time and people actually like see them walking around and stuff. I don't know if the whole thing was true, but it was just I don't know, like it felt like a lot of speculation to me. It didn't like I'm more neutral about Ireland. I'm gonna put this on B tier. I'm neutral about Ireland. I didn't really see too much though. I would like to spend more time in Ireland and probably go to like I know they have like the cliffs and shit and that's also another thing I want to do in Italy too. They have like the cliffs that you can go to and all that. Those are pretty cool. Next we have Canada, the land of some of the most polite people in the world and free healthcare. So we went to Toronto and Niagara Falls, and actually I've been to Vancouver too. So Vancouver had some of the best smoked salmon pizza I've had in my life. Toronto, I mean, we went to the CN Tower, had a nice dinner at the top. That was quality. Being like hundreds of feet in the air on the world's tallest freestanding structure and having dinner, that was pretty cool. We put Canada as an A tier country. Lastly, we have Germany. Now, Germany has the best infrastructure, in the best castle infrastructure I've seen. So they have, especially in I think Munich, they have a bunch of castles and like old artifacts and museums. And I think I have an aunt there in Germany that we went to go visit. Besides the castles and stuff, though, I didn't really like do too much in Germany. So I'm like kind of neutral about it. B. So yeah, that's like all 19 countries that I've been to. It should be 20 right now, but you know, some plans fell through and shit, but I'm still putting 20 in the title. So yeah, this is my tier list, man. And let me know what you guys think in the comments of like what your experience was with some of these countries. This is my honest experience. And also let me know what places you feel like I should revisit and get like a bigger grasp on. But yeah, this is it. I know I haven't seen my YouTube fellas in a while. This is the first video I'm uploading in I think 9 months. It's been a long time, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace. Thank you, chat, for watching this live. If you want to watch things like this live, be sure to tune in at twitch.tv/1kjaws and also follow my Instagram. I'm gonna link all that stuff in the description down below. But peace out. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Back on my bully. Feel like a bully. Feel like a boogie, no hoodie. I need the pants, so they should be. I pay